What's going on, guys? This is Jamil here, and I'm bringing you a new video. Um, don't know what it's going to be about, but I am going to do some live plays. I was playing around with the P.E.K.K.A. 3 Musketeer deck, and it was doing pretty well. I mean, I got like 5 wins in a row, and then I started going against these kind of decks. They all had Valkyries, they all had Fireball in every last deck, and therefore I lost like multiple in a row, because the Fireball is just the bane of the existence of the 3 Musketeers. So, that being said, I am switching decks, and I'm going to be using one of my all-time favorites, the Bowler, featuring the Lightning Spell. Now, with this deck, it may sound funny, but the goal is to pretty much use as many Lightning Spells as you possibly can within the course of a match, and getting max value on them. Example, I'm coming up here with the Bowler, and he's coming down with his Giant. If he starts dropping Ice Wizards, Musketeers, that's when I ready my Lightning Spell to strike not only his tower, but his other troops as well. Now, I gotta clear those Barbarians out of there, because if I don't, they're gonna be trouble for my Bowler. Since the Hog, I don't have the elixir to put a Ice Spirit down in case he drops like a Musketeer. Oh, even worse, he drops a Minion Horde. But I got a Frost Spirit to go take those down. And I did succeed in getting quite a bit of damage into his tower, so we'll be ready for round 2. If he comes at me with a Giant again, I do have a cannon, but I seriously doubt that, since my Bowler's getting near the bridge. Now, if he drops Barbarians, I should be fine. Yep. Oh, that, however, I did not expect him to have a Bomber. But the Archer should be able to take him down. Okay, I guess not. He's still there. And for some reason, my opponent is actually smart enough not to drop a Hog Rider upon that Bomber. But I'm going to use my cannon to field this Giant into the kill zone. The Giant's going to go down relatively soon. Let me get those Spear Goblins out of there. Probably shouldn't have done that, but live and learn. I'm going in with Hog and Frost Spirit once again. So far, he hasn't really put out anything that's squishy, which is surprising. Generally, everybody uses Valkyrie and Hog Rider Mini P.E.K.K.A. all in one deck. I don't know if that's the Trifecta deck, but I know that is extremely common in Ice Arena. And there's the Fireball I wasn't expecting, so if I was still playing the P.E.K.K.A. 3 Musketeer deck, I would have been in for a rude awakening. I would have been in for a serious hurting. But luckily, I switched to the Bowler deck. Okay, so I do have enough damage racked up to where I can Lightning Spell it, because my Lightning Spell is level 4. He continues to try and push with the Giant. Thing is, I gotta separate his Giant from the rest of the pack, so I can make him easier to deal with. Now, that Bomber will be an issue, however. Okay. Now, with the way things are, I should be able to easily hold on. And that is... Oh, wait, never mind. I need to cycle right back around to my Lightning Spell. And I lost. I totally forgot that it didn't take his tower. It's just an error on my part. It's like the 3rd time today that's happened, to where I have everything all wrapped up in the bag, to where I would drop my opponent's tower low enough to where I would either be able to Zap Spell it or Lightning Spell or whatever. And then time would run out, and somehow my opponent would randomly win, thinking I would put it into OT when I clearly forgot to strike my opponent's tower down. And it's just some things that we, as players, tend to forget at times. So, let's go at it again. Hog Frost combo. He dropped his Witch, so I'm going to get an insane amount of value off of that Witch and the Knight, which is severely weakened. He shouldn't be able to come at me with a Hog, so I'm not too worried about that. I'm worried about his Bomber. From my experience playing this game, the you will come upon the biggest problems if you do not. It doesn't even matter what kind of tank your opponent has. If you fail to deal with their bomber and their musketeer, aka their glass cannons, you're going to be in for some serious problems. Oh, I got guards. Let's go ahead and drop those. Now the musketeer's in range for here. She can get dropped in one shot. Now I just got to field a knight. It's an even trade, so not too bad. But yeah, the best way to win against these higher level opponents is to not deal with the tanks first, but deal with their glass cannons. Always get their glass cannons out of the way, because the glass cannons are the real damage dealers. They're the one that's going to deal the most damage. Oh no, no, the king tower, no! I struck it. I went too fast. I was trying to get the bomber. The bomber's still there. Great. Didn't aggro my tower either, so he just got some free hits off. I can still recover from this. He only has 500 HP on his tower, so Bowler did get a strike in, so one lightning spell should be able to do it. Now this time, I'm not going to forget. I can't afford to forget. Come on, kill the musketeer. Come on, get the tower. Yeah, the hog will take care of it. Okay. He's coming at me with all squishy things. Let's see. I'm gonna have to put guards down to stop his bomber. There you go. There we go. Now we're going somewhere with this. Let's do it. One more hog. Yeah, he can make it. Still didn't make it, huh? But he already knows I have the lightning spell. I'm not sure why he's continuing to fight. That's why. Okay. Cycle right back around to the lightning spell. Or let's go and put the bowler down. Let his spear goblins pass. And let's go ahead and finish off the tower for the win. Now this deck does pretty excellent when it comes to defense. That actually, like... Now, there is another deck I would like to show you guys. I believe it is a chip damage kind of deck. I'm not sure. Okay, there's the minions. I've had all that, and there is the Hog Rider. Next, there was the... Oh yes, the Barbarians, the Inferno Tower, and the Zap Spell. Where's the Inferno? Okay, there you go. This chip damage deck is actually... It gets in there pretty good. Basically, when it comes to chip damage decks, you want to keep your opponent constantly spinning elixir at all times, so they don't build up to, massive pushes, as you may see. So if I'm dropping a hog over here, if he lets the entire hog go through, he's in trouble, which he hasn't really done anything. Is he throwing the match? Wow, I think my opponent's actually throwing the match, unless he lost connection. And if he did, I'm capitalizing on it. Oh, wait. He just decided to come in late. Late to the party, don't you think? Well, does he know I have an Inferno? Which, when the wizard starts shooting, I can aggro... Oh, no. I pushed him. Doesn't really matter. I got the Hog Fire Spirits combo coming up next. He already used his bomber. He already used his wizard. So the next things to possibly worry about would be Minion Horde and Barbarians. Or the Mini P.E.K.K.A. I swear. No, okay. You guys comment on this, because I believe everyone and their mom for some reason in today's time is just throwing mini P.E.K.K.A.s in every single deck. Don't even know why, but it's literally every single match, damn near every single match I've played, they have mini P.E.K.K.A. And I don't know if it's because everybody's using Hog Rider. That I don't know. I mean, it is also good against other tanks such as Giants, Royal Giants. And, you know, taking down like 3 Musketeers if you got like a Freeze or a Frost Spirit. Which, I mean, guards would still kind of do the trick, or Fire Spirits. Okay, let's see. He's got Minion Horde. I'm going to go install him with the Knight. So my Fire Spirits can get in there and put in some work. Next, I'm going to force him to go on the defense by doing a big push, which is going to go crazy. Even though he took that tower, that's completely fine. I still have another tower on the right-hand side. Now, at this point, everything is on his tower, so it's pretty much GG, regardless of what he drops. Now, let's see if I can confirm what I'm talking about. Let's go ahead. Okay, this guy obviously had a mini P.E.K.K.A. This one didn't. He had a Witch. No mini P.E.K.K.A. This one had mini P.E.K.K.A. Mini P.E.K.K.A. Mini P.E.K.K.A. Oh, wow. You got it. Oh. Okay, I guess 1 in every 2 people that I've went against are running mini P.E.K.K.A. So, it seems like there's a lot more Witch players. Witches do get kind of annoying. I mean, it's kind of hard to predict when to drop your answer to the Witch, whether it be a mini P.E.K.K.A. or, you know, a Knight. I mean, I hardly ever use a Valkyrie. I mean, I probably should, but in the decks that I use, I mean, it just doesn't seem like it has much synergy to the decks. But in terms of just dropping things to answer the Witch, I mean, 2 things generally happen. You'll either have the skeletons that are already out just redirect and aggro to your whatever you're trying to hit the Witch with. Oh, wow. Yeah, you'll either have them redirect where, and you'll have whatever was trying to attack the Witch, attack the skeletons instead, and the Witch will still be alive, or you'll just drop it out at the wrong time, and whatever else was out, like a bomber or something, will just bomb you, or shoot you with a Musketeer or whatever, and your stuff is just gone. And worst case scenario, you put out your answer, and skeletons are just coming out of the Witch. Which you don't, it's a nightmare when that happens. So, let's do another battle. Now, I did get a funky opening hand that last game. This one is actually quite a bit better. I'm actually going to let that one go, because I need the elixir to keep pushing and keep him spending. Now, let's see. He already spent 5, he spent 3. Oh, wow, he did get a pretty good positive trade there. This calls for me actually maybe having to go on the defensive this time. Now, if I put a Hog Rider, I'm going to assume he has mini P.E.K.K.A. down. Well, let's see if I'm right. Okay, he's got a Musk and a Valkyrie. I don't have a mini P.E.K.K.A. to deal with that, so I am going to put the Knight. This time I am going to stop this, but I'm going to put the Knight behind the Musketeer to aggro the Musk, and the Valkyrie's going to come up, and I'm going to go minions on the, I'm going to go minions on the Valkyrie, leading with a counter push, and of course he's probably going to Zap Spell, but this is the point to where I have a pretty good elixir advantage over him, and this point he is literally spending his elixir as he gets it, just to try and stop my pushes. Now at this point he probably has about 3 elixir right at this point. So I'm going to go at him. And yeah, I was correct. He did have the elixir to spend. So now I'm going to start aggroing on this side and forcing him to spend more elixir. See, the problem with this guy, this guy's deck, most decks will only have like 1, maybe 2 max cards that cost like 2. This guy is like 3. So it's very easy for him to get positive trades. Most people generally don't have that many really low costs. They'll have maybe, if you're good enough, maybe you'll have 2 cost 2s and 2 cost 3s in a deck. But this guy has multiples. In fact, I think the only cards that are even above 4 is that witch, and that's it. Okay, I gotta get the witch in there. He got my tower. He's actually splitting my forces up. He's actually doing a better job than me when it comes to this. I guess he's obviously played a chip damage deck before. Generally, decks with Valkyrie and minions wouldn't even be a problem, but that witch, though, the witch causes like a huge problem when it comes to chip damage decks. Not even baby dragons. Baby dragons, I mean, you can field them and all, but when it comes to witches, you have to put, even if they don't have a tank, when it comes to little things like, you know, goblins, you know, minions, fire spirits, it's like you have to be so careful when to put them down. Otherwise, it's just like you're gonna have a tough time just from the witch alone if she's not on your side of the line. So that is my fault. That did kind of flop. Let's do one more and we'll go back to the bowler. Now, we all know that Clash Royale is, at this point in time, Hog Rider Central, or Hog Royale, whichever one you want to call it. Everybody's using Hog Rider. 3 out of 4 people are using it. And it does get annoying when you're in double time, and they come at you with a hog push, and you counter their hog push, and you counter push with your hog push. Then they counter your hog push with their counter, and then they counter push with their hog, and it's just a back and forth, just Hog Rider battle. And of course he has a mini P.E.K.K.A. But Hog Rider battles do get pretty annoying. And it's like both players are just waiting for the other to mess up. It's all about just getting one hit at a time when it comes to these things. Now, I didn't take note of his elixir pump in the back, so I could have lightning spelled it, and he could have gotten nothing. But not only that, but I also threw the lightning spell out too late, and so his musketeer managed to survive and get damage. Then he proceeded to put down another elixir pump, so that put me in a bad spot. At this point, I have to defend. Yep. As I said, got no choice but to defend. Okay, gotta aggro the barbarians this way. Okay, his Hog Rider's coming in hot. His Hog Rider is taking quite a few hits, so it's not gonna really reach the tower, so I'm not worried. He just wasted 4 elixir. Now with that, I will put the bowler on this side to try to push him to try and drop something on that side, so I can get extra value with the lightning spell. But instead, he proceeds to push this side with mini P.E.K.K.A. Come on, drop something. Drop something. I know you want to. Now you're going to have to drop something. I wish the Musketeer had a little bit more health than the Barbarian so I can hit it with the lightning. Okay, at this point, it's all good from here. I got too much advantage. I got all the defense. I'm about to have a second bowler. When I get 2 bowlers, okay, so he does have a fireball. I was wondering when he would have one. And he proceeds to drop squishy stuff on this side, so that's pretty good. Aggro his hog this way so my bowler can get in some of that action. Now I'm going to go surprise attack from the left side. He's not going to see it coming. Actually, no. I'm going to hit him from this side so I can go lightning action. And at this point, it will be GG if I can lightning him one more time. So I must cycle right back around to it. I got to play a little bit of defense. He's planning to hit me from this side to try and split my forces, but all I need to do is just stall him. That's it. Game over. You know, that was actually pretty fun. Let's see. Did I lose with this deck yet? Yes, I did lose. I wonder how, but anyway, I had fun. I did some live replays, showed you guys a little bit about some of my decks that I would use to push. This deck is also pretty fantastic. I mean, I'm not gonna show you it now. I'm just probably gonna. I mean, gaming. I think it was Gaming with Mole or Clash with Ash. I forget which one. This deck is actually pretty good, and I'm not gonna lie. But anyway, it's been fun. I will, until the next time I make another one for Royale, and I'll see you guys later.